So they mentioned to us that on average, you will have 35% of those from brand A that will contain a voucher. Brandon will buy one box each week. The number of vouchers that he obtains is given by X. X is assumed to be binomial, and to claim a free gift, there will be 8 vouchers required. So once he has 8, he can claim. Can we find the probability that he can claim the free gift, but only in the 10th week? So it's also trying to tell you that on the 10th week, he receives his number 8th voucher. Okay, the 8th one is exactly on that 10th week. So if we draw a simple diagram, let me have W to indicate week. So week 1, 2, all the way to 9 and 10. At week number 10, you have a voucher. So this is your 8th voucher. So getting this simple illustration will help you understand. So before week number 10, what will happen to week 1 to 9? There will be 7 out of 9 weeks that will have vouchers. In any order, I will not know which 7. Okay, so this is those question type where you look out for such phrases or such concepts where they tell you that the kth object, in this case, is the 10th week, is the 8th week that has a condition. Your condition is voucher. Okay, in our question, the link is 10th week is the 8th week with a voucher. So for questions like that, when you define the front part here, we can go for a binomial because it's out of 9. Binomial always have the out of n trials concept. So I will say let x be the random variable, number of weeks out of 9 with vouchers. So my x follows binomial, there are 9 weeks. Voucher probability given as 0.35 in the problem. Okay, so be careful, even though it was 10 weeks, we only need to define for 9 because that 10th week is fixed. So when we fill in the probability, I can use this phrase, required probability. We deal with that 7 out of 9 first, which means you want probability x to be 7. Multiplied to your 10th week. So your 10th week probability is a 0.35. Okay, 10th week you must also handle. This is for 10th week. 10th week you must get that voucher also. Okay, this will be on the GC, your binomial PDF. Part 2, a different box now. This time, 100% of box B will contain a voucher. Brandon will buy box B each week for a total of 10 weeks. Given that the probability that he will get at most 1 voucher in that 10 weeks is this number, we are forced to form an equation in terms of P. So to start the problem, we will have to define first because it's for a different brand and a different probability. So now let's define maybe for y, let y be the random variable. Number of weeks, this time it's out of 10. Okay, so to be a little bit clearer, let me just say with B vouchers, which is your brand B. Part 1 was brand A. Hence, my y followed binomial, 10 weeks. From a percentage to probability, remember to divide by 100, so you just get P. Okay, percent, 100 P over 100 to get probability. And you are given Py at most 1 is 0.4845. If our objective is just to solve for P, you have seen how to use the GC with graph. You have solved earlier questions. but they don't want you to solve for P yet. You're supposed to get equation. So for equation, you have no choice. You want to change this to equal sign so that you apply formula. So less than or equals to 1 means 0 plus 1. To form equations, you have to go for that binomial formula from that page 1. Okay, so we apply the formula, then choose 0, P0, 1 minus P10. Your y is 1 is 10, choose 1, P1, 1 minus P9. We simplify as much as we can. Anything choose 1 is always that same number. N choose 1 is n. Okay, so 10 choose 1 is just 10. And this is that equation that you are asked to form. I want an equation in terms of P, and this is that equation. Okay, so to solve, just as per what you did just now, you could go for y to be this two, and you find the intersection. Okay, but for equation-wise, you have to go up to this step.